Yeah.
All right, sir, you're Kyle Badgett.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have been here when I've explained the rights of defendants several
Yeah.
times. You want me to go over it with you?
You're fine. I've been here for a little while.
You've got two charges, and they're both assault charges, 492A and 492B. Okay, and a C. And it's also an assault, so there's three charges of assault. 492A alleges May 9th, Erie Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Bridget Alsworth. That's an assault charge, first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. The B case is a different date. So that's, yeah, different case number. 492A was the one I just said. And that was May of 2023. 492B is January 27th of 2024. Same allegation, same complaining party, just a different date. Also first degree misdemeanor. The C case is December 23rd, 2023. Also the same charge, same complaining party. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you wish to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work part-time at UPS, about 20 hours a week.
How much are you paid?
About 21, 20.
How long have you worked there?
Started, I'd say, in October, but it took me a while to get like on a consistent basis, like working every week.
All right, you're on the edge, but I'll go ahead and appoint a counsel. Mr. Holt, I'll appoint you.
Your Honor, I think I recognize the alleged victim's name. I may have a conflict.
Okay. We got any other lawyers here?
Roger's here.
Check and see. Everyone's gone, Your Honor.
All right, would you prefer to go to Huntington or Ironton for your lawyer?
I'd say Ironton, probably closer, I guess, yeah.
I'll appoint Mr. Morford.
Yeah, I can go to Huntington.
All right, I'll appoint Mr., do you have a card for Mr. Steyer?
Yes.
I'll appoint Mr. Steyer. Not guilty plea is entered. What's the state's position on bond?
State's not opposed to OR bond.
Is there a protection order requested?
We are requesting a protection order.
Is it any problem for you to stay away from Bridget?
No problem at all.
Okay, I'm ordering you to do that and not to have any contact or post anything about her
Yes,
or
sir.
the charges. What's your work schedule?
So I work usually Tuesday through Saturday. It's about 4 a.m. to around like 9:30 a.m.
So Mondays would be the best day.
Yeah,
for you.
and then also, let's see, September 9th I go to driving school.
Okay, we'll make it the 16th then. September 16th, that's a Monday. That'll be your next hearing, September 16th, for pre-trial, 10 a.m.
Thank you, sir.
And you've got Mr. Steyer's contact information.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And he should sign an OR bond, $1,000 OR bond. That just means you're signing a piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court.
Yes, sir.
As ordered. If I don't show up, you get a warrant, that's the worst part. But you also have to pay a $1,000 penalty for not showing up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're ready for trial.
Well,
Is
so
there
I'm ready to go back to the table.
Okay. You're free to
Oh,
go, sir.
thank you, sir.
State of Ohio recalls Brandon Spencer at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24535, CRB 13488, and others.
This is also Mr. Hall's case. You were check with the parole authority.
I checked with the two local contacts I had over the meeting. They texted me, but they did not give me an answer, so I don't have.
When do you want to put it on the docket?
I need it scheduled for Monday, if I could. I've got stuff scheduled that.
That'd be Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, I could try to, I can appear by video conference.
That's fine. All right, next hearing is going to be September 3rd for pre-trials on all cases.
State of what?
Your next hearing is September 3rd, sir.
Thank you.
You got a holder, I gave you an OR bond, but the parole authority has a holder of it.
State of Ohio versus Melissa Thompson at the Lawrence County Jail on a recall, case number CRB 24538.
All right, Ms. Thompson, I got your screen. You definitely need inpatient treatment. And I'm going to, if you're agreeable, I'll order you released to OVP for inpatient treatment.
Okay. Today?
Yeah?
Okay.
$2,000 OR bond, ordered to inpatient with OVP. Sentencing hearing. September 3rd. If you run, then I'll have to issue a warrant for you.
Okay. I'm not going to.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Markeia A. Gardner, case number CRB 24399. And State of Ohio versus Jillian E. Burris, case number CRB 24398.
Okay, both these cases are set for trial. State ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defendant ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Burris, you're representing yourself,
Yes, sir.
and you're ready to proceed.
Yes.
Call your first witness.
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, we're going to move to nolly the case against Ms. Burris,
Okay.
and we're going to ask, and we actually subpoenaed her to be a witness as well, so we're going to call her first.
All right, the case against you, Ms. Burris, is dismissed. And they're asking you to take the witness stand. Up here to your left.
I'll have to provide record to you that have to resolve things, have record, so you know that.
I tried to resolve, what are you talking about?
Would you raise your right hand, ma'am? You swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God. You may be seated.
Ma'am, are you Jillian Burris?
Yes.
Do you live at 199 Township Road, 1061 in Proctorville?
Yes.
Does Markeia Gardner live there also?
Yes.
Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Is she in the courtroom today? And if she is, can you point to her, please?
She pointed to the defendant.
Back on June the 15th of this year, 2024, was she living with you at that time?
Yes.
And at that time, did she have a dog that was living there at your residence as well?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you own a dog also that lives there.
Yes.
And both of those dogs still are living at your residence?
Yes.
And what's your dog look like? What kind of a dog is it?
He's a little white and brown pit bull.
I didn't, white and brown, what, man?
Pit bull.
Pit bull.
And then Markeia has a
Your Honor,
dog
check,
too?
there's witnesses here, I'd move for
Oh, that's,
sequester of witnesses.
Okay, well, there was no motion before now. All
I
right.
didn't know that it's-
You folks will be required to sit outside the courtroom until you're called. The reason for that is so you testify to what you know, not what you've heard other people testify to. So I'll turn off the speaker.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
so what does Markeia's dog look like?
He's a black lab mix.
I still didn't hear you.
A black lab mix.
Black lab.
Yes.
We'll mark this as State's Exhibit 1. It's not a very good picture, but I'm going to ask you, if this is a picture of that dog that belongs to Markeia. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Is that a picture, where was that picture taken?
That's our front room.
So this was taken through the glass in front of your house?
Yes.
Did you mark that one or?
One.
Can
I see it?
I'm going to ask that this be admitted as Exhibit 1 State.
Any objection?
Not at this time, but we reserve the right to object after the witness is done testifying.
Okay.
So, back on June the 15th of this year, was there an incident involving that dog?
Yes.
And I would like for you to explain what happened.
I just got home from work and I let them out the back door, out the backyard. And they got out of the fence, ran around my house, started running around behind them. And there's these two little girls in the road. And my dog was just running around and dude's running around the black dog in question. And they're screaming, throwing their arms up. I'm like, don't do that, please don't do that, just stand still. So I finally got the dogs and took them in the house. I went back out back. So they come to my back fence and they're like, hey, your dog bit her. I'm like, excuse me? Like, hey, your dog bit her. I was like, no, he didn't. She's like, yeah, he did. So that, can I see it? And it, to me, it looked like scratched. About an hour later, the mother comes to my house and proceeds to curse and scream at me.
Who was it that was telling you your dog bit? It wasn't the mother? Who was it was saying that initially?
No, it was, I guess, her daughter. I don't know who the little girls were. I've never seen them before.
You don't know who the person was that said to you, your dog's bit them?
It was one of the little girls.
Oh, it was one of the little girls?
There was two of them. And then when she comes to my house and proceeds to curse and scream at me, and I told her, I'm not going to speak to you, talking to me like that. And then she told me off.
So you saw a mark of some kind on one of the little girls? Is that right? Mark this is. This is. 2. Does that
That's.
look like what you saw?
That looks like what I see.
And so just for the record, what you're looking at there is an arm with a braid of some sort on it.
Yes.
Right? Now, when the dogs got out, you're saying they went under the fence?
Yes.
When did you find out that they went under the fence? Did you see them go under the fence?
Yes.
Did you then go looking for them immediately?
Yes, I went through the gate and around. It would have been quicker for me to go through the gate and around the house than through my house out the front door.
Okay.
So I kept my flip-flops off, went through the gate and around my house to try to catch them.
Did you see them, the dogs, when they were where the little girls were?
No, they were just running around.
So you didn't see the entire incident?
No. I
So
didn't.
you said that the dog did not bite the girl, but you don't know for sure because you didn't see the whole thing, did you?
Right.
Does the black dog belong to Marquia?
Yes.
And where was Marquia that day?
She was at work.
When Marquia is at work, I mean, do you help take care of her dog as well?
Yes.
And your address is in Proctorville, is that right?
Yes.
That's all I have of this witness, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ma'am, you had a conversation with Assistant Prosecutor Hill before the case was called, is that correct?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
The charges against me were being dismissed.
Okay, did you tell your daughter that?
No,
Why not?
I'm not her attorney.
Okay. So, were you watching your daughter's dog that day?
Yes.
Okay. And I want to point something out. The fact that Mr. Hill, are you aware of the fact that Mr. Hill dismissed the charges and asked you to testify? He can't bring charges against you again regarding this?
No, I've never done this before.
That's not your understanding, though?
Right.
Okay. Do you believe that the fact that you have been called as a witness and the matter was dismissed against you, that the charges regarding these same facts cannot be brought against you again?
I didn't.
Is it your understanding, given that the state has dismissed the charge against you and then subsequently called you to testify, that the state cannot bring charges against you regarding these same facts?
Yes.
Okay. Were you aware that you were watching your daughter's dog while she was at work that day, the day in question in June 15th? Were you aware that you were to be watching
Yeah.
the dog? Okay. Do you have a enclosure in your backyard, a fence that prevents your dogs from escaping?
The whole back part.
Okay, so it's irregular for the dogs to get out, is that correct? Okay. So when Marquea was not with the dogs, your dog or her dog, whenever this alleged incident occurred, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So is it your understanding that when Marquea left for work, she entrusted the care of her dog to you?
Every day, yes.
Okay. Is it your understanding that Marquea had knowledge that the fence was enclosed and secured the dogs from escaping when she left for work that day?
She wanted me to think it is, yes.
Okay. Isn't it true that Marquea's dog, what's Marquea's dog's name?
Dude.
Dude?
Dude.
Dude's typically a pretty well-behaved dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, and to your knowledge, that dude's registered and received all his vaccinations?
Yes.
Okay. Would you term dude as dangerous or vicious?
No. I wouldn't.
So, given the normal course that you and your daughter, do you guys still live together?
Yes.
Okay. So is it normal for Markea to go to work and entrust the dog to you? Is that a normal thing that occurs multiple times a week?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge that is it true that Markea had no knowledge that dogs were able to get out through the fence when she left for work that day?
Right.
Okay. Do you believe that you're a reasonable dog owner or a reasonable supervisor of a dog?
I think so, yes.
Okay. And do you believe it was reasonable, given your relationship with Markea, your daughter, to entrust you to supervise her dog safely? I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Are you ready?
Thank you, Your Honor. The place that did the dogs both get under the fence in the same place?
Yes.
And is it a place where they've gotten under the fence before?
No, but it was a new one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which one went under the fence first?
My dog.
Did that surprise you that they both went under the fence like that?
Together, no, because they're at the hip.
So they run in kind of a mini pack, I guess, a
They
little
do.
bit.
They're always together.
Okay. Have either one of them ever bitten anybody before?
No. No, never.
Were they excited or something when they went under the fence?
Very, because I had just gotten home from work, because there's a gap between the time she leaves and I get home. And I get home and that's the first thing I do is I let them outside. And they're just doing their dog thing.
And went under the fence?
They went under the fence.
Were they excited to see you?
Yes.
But then they left?
Yeah, there was somebody outside.
You say there was somebody outside?
Outside the fence,
Who was that?
those little girls.
Okay, so you're saying they got excited and went under the fence to go after those two little girls?
Yeah.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Yeah, quickly, Your Honor, if I may. So, Ms. Burris, you testified that you didn't have any knowledge that the dogs were able to get out at that point in the fence at the time, okay? So, is it fair for me to deduct that the fact that you came home from work, and to your knowledge, did Markea leave before you got there?
Yes.
Okay, so does that mean that Markea would have left the dog secure inside the home when she left?
Yes.
Okay. To your knowledge, did Markea have any knowledge at all that there was a place in the fence the dogs were able to get out if you let them out into the backyard?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
May sit down, ma'am.
We'll call Angela Garrett.
Angela Garrett. Angela Garrett.
You can tell the deputy I don't.
Ma'am, if you come up to the witness stand, I'll swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. May you seated.
Ma'am, state your name.
Angela Lynn Garrett
And where do you live?
in Chesapeake, 529 Rockledge.
Okay. Back on June the 15th. Well, first of all, you have a daughter named, what's her name?
Annalise Watts.
Back on June the 15th, was she staying with you at that time?
Yes,
That 2015,
yes,
or excuse me, June the 15th, 2024.
yes.
Did you take some pictures of her that day?
Yes,
And I'm going to show you what Marcus states Exhibit 2.
I think we already have the two, don't we?
Yes, you've already marked it.
I haven't had it admitted, I don't believe.
Well, we still need it to be three.
Yeah, I have down 2 already.
It's 2, the picture of the dog.
2 is a picture of the scratch or
Scratch,
whatever.
well,
it
that's
was.
fine, I've already had this admitted.
Okay,
Tell me what this is.
that's a dog bite.
And
So this is 3, or this is the.
this is still,
And I'm gonna object to the fact that she's identified as a dog bite, Your Honor. There's been no basis to lay that, for maybe make that statement.
who's the picture of?
My daughter animals.
And did you take that picture on June the 15th?
Yes,
And why did you take the picture?
for evidence,
And why do you think it's evidence?
because they were denying that their dog bit my daughter.
Did your daughter tell you that she'd been bitten?
Yes,
I'm gonna object, Your Honor. It's hearsay.
Oh,
Did you personally examine this
yes.
as well and describe, probably better than the picture can, exactly what you saw?
It looked like scratch marks, and it had broken skin. There was a little bit of bleeding, looked like there was bruising under the skin.
When this happened, was your daughter with someone?
Yes, my granddaughter,
And what's her name?
Caleb Rice.
And had they been at Kaylin's house? Is that where they were?
Yes,
And where is that?
in Parkerville, I don't know the exact address.
Okay. Now, where is your daughter today?
She is at school in South Carolina.
And we have been able to ensure that she'd be able to be here
Yes,
or to be on the Zoom.
yes,
But did Kaylin come here today with you?
yes.
Did you have to seek medical treatment for this?
I did not. I kept an eye on it myself because she was pretty scared, so.
Was she upset about this happening?
Yes, she was terrified. So, and then she kind of felt like it was her fault because when they addressed the lady made it look like it wasn't true, basically. So she was kind of upset, but then she was apologetic like it was her fault.
I'm gonna object, Your Honor. That's hearsay, Your Honor.
Sustained.
That's all I have of this witness, Your Honor.
Cross.
Ma'am, from your description of State's Exhibit 2 and the events on June 15th, your daughter didn't receive any medical treatment, is that correct? Is that correct, that she didn't receive any medical treatment
That's correct.
and didn't incur any medical expenses?
No,
You did not witness your daughter's alleged interaction with any dog that day, did you?
no.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
And for,
No, Your Honor.
you may step down, ma'am. Thank you.
We'll call Kaylin Rice. Can you go get
Yeah.
this?
Galen Rice, coming to court.
Your Honor, I'm not sure of her exact age, but given her appearance, I'm going to make an objection. She's not competent to testify, given her age, that she's presumed incompetent.
Okay, we'll go into that. If you come up to the witness stand, I'll swear you in. She raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You have to say yes or no. Okay, you can be seated.
Do you want me to inquire about her
Yes.
competency? Kaylin, tell the court what your name is
Kaylin Rice.
and where do you live?
Just said address.
Well, just what town?
What do you mean?
Well, what school do you go to?
Carolyn, middle school.
Okay. So you live in the Fairland, in the area of Fairland School, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Proctorville.
Mhm.
Okay, how old are you?
12.
Okay. You're nervous. Okay. Now, do you understand the difference between something that's, you're telling the truth and something you're making up or it's a lie? Okay, I want you to give an example of something that is true. Well, okay, if I say the carpet, how can you see the carpet? The carpet is green. Is that true or is that a lie? Okay. And if I say that you're wearing a red shirt, well, I dare not say red because there is something. You're wearing a black shirt, am I telling a lie or am I telling the truth?
A lie.
And you understand that when you swear to tell the truth, this is a very important time. You can't make things up. You can't say, well, I don't really know for sure, so I'm just going to say this. You have to say exactly what happened. Think you're able to do that? I don't know what else you want me to ask her.
I think at 12, there's a presumption that she can testify.
So I want to talk about something that happened just a couple or 3 months ago, on June 15th. Do you remember being with Annalise Watts?
Yes.
Now, who is she?
That's my aunt.
Okay. But you all are about the same age, aren't you? Okay. And you remember an incident involving a couple dogs.
Yeah.
I would like for you to tell the court what was happening and how things went. What all happened?
Okay, we were walking and like they came out and like she was yelling for them to like come back and then like where they live and that's when we found out. And it tried like the black dog tried snapping at me but I kind of like jumped back a little bit and it bit her on the arm and then she was finally able to get them inside and we noticed the bite and we told her about it.
Okay, so you said a bunch of stuff. So I want to make sure we get a little bit more clear on some things. Were you with Annalise? And what were you doing?
We were just walking.
Walking on the street?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that, well, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Were there two dogs?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
They just like got out and started running
Okay, they got out of where?
at the house because they like you know like we seen them like come off the front porch. So I think they were inside.
Okay. Now, a lady said before, well, it's Miss Burris who was here, and she's in the courtroom. She said they went under a fence in the backyard. Is that true?
We just like seen them like coming out at us like whenever we turned around they were just like halfway kind of towards the yard halfway up. And that's whenever we seen them we kind of panicked.
Okay, now you said front porch.
Oh, yeah, they were like near they kind of and that's why we thought they came from the front porch.
Okay, so you don't know really whether they came from the, under the fence or from the front porch. Okay, okay. All right. So what did they do when they came up to you?
Like they were like, well, the black one was snapping at me, and then I kind of like went back a little bit, and it like got her arm.
Got whose arm?
Annalise,
Okay, how did it get her arm? What did it do?
like it kind of just like because it missed me because where I came back and it got her.
Okay, well, it missed you. What was it trying to do?
It was just like trying to bite at me.
Okay. Did it bite her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did it just scratch her?
It bit her.
Okay. So what happened then?
She got the dogs back inside.
Who's she? That lady over there? Okay. What color was the dog that bit Annalise?
It was black.
that's all I have of this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Hope?
Okay. How do you prefer to be referred to? What do you go by?
Kaylin.
Kaylin? Okay. Kaylin, my name is J.T. Holt. I represent this young lady sitting next to me, Miss Gardner. You've never seen Miss Gardner before, have you? Was Miss Gardner present when all this happened that you just described on July or June 15th?
The only person we actually saw was her mom.
Okay. Now, you said that when the dogs ran at you, you panicked. Is that correct? What does panicked mean to you?
We kind of like freaked out and didn't know like what to do.
Okay. Do you agree that when you're panicked and when you're, like you said, freaking out, it's kind of hard to remember every single detail?
A little bit.
Okay. So it's, you might, let me ask you this. When you said you backed up when one of the dogs ran at you, correct? How far did you back up?
Like I just like a little bit to enough like where it didn't miss.
Okay. Where was Annalise in front of you?
She was right beside me because we were wrong, and then it was like that kind of came at us, and we were like next to each other.
So when the dog ran at you, that means that you would then be behind your aunt?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And were you closer to the street or away from the street to your aunt? Who was on the outside of the sidewalk?
She was.
Okay. So is it fair for me to say then that whenever you backed up because the dog came at you, you would have been seeing your aunt's, the right side of her back and like the right side back of her head?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. I had to think for a second.
That's
I don't know
okay.
how to do that.
If you need me to repeat anything, you can just let me know, no problem. So, do you agree that it would, if you're behind someone's right shoulder, it's kind of hard to see their left arm?
Well, like, because I was like, we were like running beside this, and I kind of like stepped back, and she was like right here, and she kind of like moved her body like this.
So how many steps behind her were you?
Just like one maybe.
Okay. So does that mean whenever the dog didn't go to you, went back to her, that you could see the dog going towards her, but you couldn't actually see the dog's mouth? Is that correct?
Like I could like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I was there and like seeing it, and it like, I seen it like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I seen it kind of like bite her. Like I seen like half of it, because I seen like, I didn't see like this part of its face, but I seen the part like where it like was on like her arm.
Okay. So when you say that it bit her, is the, from what you're saying, is the reason you say that was mainly about the reaction your aunt had?
Wait, say that again?
When you've testified that the dog bit your aunt, is the reason you say that more or less the reaction of what happened when the dog went towards your aunt, and then what your aunt told you after?
Like, wait, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Did your aunt tell you after that the dog bit her?
Like, no, I seen it on her arm. And because as soon as she got the dog, I looked at her arm and I seen it. And then after that, I went to go tell her about it.
Did you see the dog scratch your aunt's arm?
I didn't see her scratch it. I didn't see the dog scratch.
You didn't?
But I seen like it like bite her.
Okay. I'm gonna show you a picture here.
It's up here.
Have you ever seen this picture? Something Smart States Exhibit 2. You ever seen that picture?
No, but like, no, I haven't seen the picture.
Okay. Do you know what this is?
That's where the dog bit her.
How do you know that?
Because like, how do I explain it?
I mean, someone told you that, or did they show you this picture before?
No, I haven't seen that picture ever. This is my first time seeing the picture.
Okay. Well, then how do you know that's?
Because I didn't know the dog scratch. I only seen it right here because that's as soon as it happened, it started turning purple.
So would you characterize that as scratch marks?
Because like after she sent me like a picture like 2 days ago, because I asked her if it was doing any better, I could see like a little scratch right there, and then like she was like, and you could like see like whenever it first happened, the like teeth imprints.
you agree that looks like a scratch mark, or do you not agree?
Looks like a bite mark.
Okay, where's the bite mark?
Cause I feel like that like right there, you're like the tooth.
Are you pointing to the far right mark on the arm?
There.
Is that to the far? I gotta explain this to everybody else. Are you, when I'm asking this question, you're pointing to the far corner of the arm, is that correct?
Yeah.
The mark that you're pointing to is the far right? My right, your right, if I stand like this?
Yeah.
Okay. The far left, what does that look like to you?
Right here, like, it kind of looks like another like one. but,
Another what?
Like, tooth in front. Like,
Okay. So if I would tell you that these marks are indicative of a dog scratch, would you disagree with me, or would you say that those are all bite marks?
They don't look like scratches at all.
Okay. So are you testifying then that the black dog did not scratch your arm?
It didn't.
Did you see any scratching within the dog scratch? So is it your testimony that the dog did not scratch your hand's arm? Was he got speak up?
It didn't.
Are you saying it didn't?
It didn't scratch on.
Okay. Have you talked to anybody about what you were going to say here today before you testified? You and your grandma have not talked about it?
I just, a little bit. I got nervous, but she didn't tell me anything like to say or anything. I was just like saying like what happened.
Okay. So, how much time elapsed between the dog missing you and going towards your aunt? How did your body react? Did you like put your leg up? Did you put your arm up?
Like I didn't put into my arms over any of my legs. Like I just like kind of jumped back a little bit. And then she like whenever she realized it was coming for her, she just like did this.
Your aunt did that?
Yeah.
How high was it? Was it up here on her,
It was like I think she was just like it wasn't high. It was just like maybe like right here.
like chest
Pretty
height?
much, yeah.
Okay. And you testified that you jumped back. Okay. When that happens, what part of your aunt's body are you able to see?
Like, cause she kind of turned when she did it, so I was able to see like how, like from here, no, from here up, and then I couldn't see right here because she kind of moved it back a little bit, and then I could see her shoulder and her legs, and then I could see the back of her head. The rest, like her body was like turned.
Okay, so then if she was on the outside then, and you jumped back, that would mean you were seeing mostly her back and her shoulders. Is that correct?
Pretty much, but I could see her arms too, like this arm. Couldn't see this one because it was like back here.
But she was bit on her left arm.
Well, look at her arm, I can't tell if my left and right.
Okay. I have no further questions.
We don't have any other questions of this witness.
It's Caleb, right?
Yes.
Did a good job. You can sit down. What grade are you in?
6.
Sixth grade. Okay.
Thanks, Caleb.
Unfortunately, you gotta go back to school.
All right, we rest.
Your Honor, we make a motion to dismiss. We feel the state's failed to meet their burden of proof.
Well, I'm gonna grant, and the reason is that, is it Michaela, is that how she pronounces her name?
Marquia, is it?
Marquia, yeah, Marquia. She was at work. I mean, look at the statute. I don't think it's a strict liability statute. In other words, just the fact that you own a dog that bites somebody doesn't make you liable. The statute says you have to fail to do certain things. And, I mean, she was at work. She didn't fail to keep the dog up. There was a fence there. She didn't let the dog out. So I don't think she violated the statute, so also fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dismissed. Court's adjourned.
That's something I don't normally do. See, the thing about it is, JT gets so much stuff out of these things. He doesn't realize that, you know. All right, so we got some things to talk about here.
I sent a favor to Jackie for the Ranger.
Okay, good.
Email her that
Now, Dale Thompson's now on 913.
I let Deputy know, Deputy Parker know.
We need to re-subpoena everybody.
Adam, Deacon, Deputy Parker, yep.
Got about 3 things here for you to stamp. Makes life so much easier. Is that saving your hand?
It's doing better. In fact, today I forgot my brace. That's
Yeah.
how much better it's doing.
Wow.
Oh,
It still hurts, but I think that I needed to be doing this anyway, just because the way that, you know, everything's getting more
Technology's
computerized.
going.
And I keep notes on all the cases, and it's better than trying to read my handwriting.
I've had that problem in the past myself. I had Judge Collins, I filed a report, and I was a deputy with the inmates, and he was reading off the report, and he looked at the name one, and looked over at me, he looked back at it, and he goes, "Deputy, like, tell me what that says?" And I looked at it, and I went, "That says exactly whatever you want to say, Your Honor." I couldn't read my writing. That's why I started typing everything.
Hey, John, do you know
Yes.
what couple of these files that,
Brandon Spencer.
What is it?
let's see, do you have
Yes.
3 of mine?
Oh, let's see here, this is a,
It's on my
I
notes.
got
Oh,
it.
the transport.
I'll just,
Oh,
I'll
you
just,
make sure.
no, okay.
this is
I'll
the
just-
Burgess,
All right, I got Burgess,
There's
and I'm gonna
Burgess.
give him the judge to
this is the Thompson, Melissa Thompson.
Yep,
Yep, that one needs to know. This is a Gardner,
okay, let me go ahead
and this
and
is
sign
mine. Yep,
these.
this is mine.
9-3.
9-3, okay.
That I'm
While
dealing
you're- While
with.
you're up there, what about Billy McKenzie?
Now, listen, we need to, on Brandon Spencer, figure out what the Adult Parole Authority plans to do with him.
APA. What is happening? Okay.
Can you do that?
I've never, but I can. Just call them and ask them what the status
Here, let me do
is.
this right now. I don't know who his worker is, but I always talk to Matt Stoneback.
Oh, yeah, I see the contact.
He's my contact.
Okay. He's got an orthodontist appointment.
What's that guy's name?
Brandon Spencer.
What's he charged with?
There's so many things I have to go over with you. I don't know if I can even remember it. He is charged with aggravated menacing. Let's see. Just,
Is that one we would do treatment if you didn't have APA? Yeah.
there's some things we need to find out what's going on. And one of the things is, are we off the speaker? I don't know. Because there's a couple things we gotta go over for us to know what to do. Okay. We can do it in the conference room. 'Cause I gotta resubmit everything on this. Because we gotta.
Oh, okay. On this one, they're filing a motion to have the urine independently tested.
Independently?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's, I think, doable. I don't know how we do it yet, but
Okay, I've never, yeah, I haven't never.
I got this transcript.
Yes, she just dropped it off.
But I don't, this isn't my case anymore. This is a common pleas case. This is a preliminary hearing.
It was Morford and you, I thought, she said.
Luke Steyer.
Oh, okay.
It says suppression hearing up here, it says preliminary hearing. This is a, yeah, this was bound over to the grand jury, so this goes to the common pleas
Let me
court.
see what this is.
It's a preliminary hearing we had on.
Oh, that does go. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
That was Morford's case. I gave him the video.
Tammy Lewis.
Or actually, it was Roger Smith's case. That's Walmart case. Yep.
Okay, I don't remember where, I'm sure I made notes.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then,
Oh, that's one I think I texted you.
and this is, we got an extra
You did,
copy
and I
of
said
the
it was-
file.
It was already in here. What?
The name is Sade Michael.
Michael, yeah, it's a girl.
Yeah, so we got it backwards.
Okay.
But anyway, we got two files, it's the same thing.
Oh,
We
okay.
only need one file.
Okay.
Now, what did he want? What did Mark want? Oh, he filed discovery, but what he really wants is the video. Just getting the video.
Okay. He
And,
just wants the video.
yeah.
Okay. Video. So, did Jackie text us to me? Because we're taking it straight to grand jury? Oh, jeez, hopefully I can get all of that victim. That's like 2 days. Let's see.
She already has the file. I've emailed her the file.
So she already has all the info, she just, but I need to still take her the
Yeah.
file, the original.
Yes,
file.
it's in there on your stack.
I gotta do this recall, I got called, you were on, determine whether you wanted people subpoenaed for the David Dillon case. That's at 2019.
He's out of jail.
Yeah, but remember we already talked about this.
Well, but here's the thing, I'm not worried. Well, let's see, there's a protection order. Let's find out what.
There is a protection order? Because I didn't do one.
No, we didn't do a protection order, that's
'Cause
right.
that's-
Let's do this. Let's find out whether we still have a witness, first of all. And
So we
how,
probably need a subpoena.
whether it's one we can keep here or, I mean, here's the thing. We'll nolly it to the grand jury if we have to. But I don't know how serious it's going to be. Apparently pointed a gun at somebody 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
A group home employee.
Yeah. So
There were kids out there. And it
probably
was-
we need to get a hold of that person.
Well, I'll go in there and see. If we got a subpoena, because if I can't get a hold of him, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know I don't know if there's a phone number or.
Yeah, whether he still works at the group
Right.
home.
Yeah, that's 4 years ago. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do
So
that.
I gotta call that witness, and do this recall. Okay.
Easy, it's easy.
Easy peasy. 1 minute school.
Good.
Okay, I got a few things to do.
Okay, you need me for anything else?
Nope, I think we got it. I'm gonna send the video to Mark on that. I'm gonna wait, so I'm just waiting on the results on that, this one, the urine. I'm just waiting for someone they're gonna test it and we'll know the results when that.
No, we may have to contact the Department of Health or something. I just don't know what the procedure is.
Right, we've never had that. And,
Yeah.
what else? Oh, and I'm gonna subpoena this for the 9/13 trial. And I'll let Mr. Spears know it's the 13th.
Okay.
All right,
I'll make a meeting.
all right, we're ready.